Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This is now interesting for more than one reason. I know what's in here because I've seen pictures of it, but I was already interested because of who it was that designed it. But now I'm realizing I think it might be a bit bigger than I had initially anticipated, which is always a fun surprise for me. Thanks so much to Kansept for sending this in. Presumably, this is available. I will link it down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's get into this box and see what we've got. What is the name of this knife? This is called the Bison by Ray Laconico. S35VN plain tie with a frag pattern. Kansept knives are always made really well. They tend to be, like less expensive premium knives that are made well. Like you're not going to see a lot of 300 plus stuff. In fact, they tend to be sub 200, which is really nice. But they're hit or miss for me with design. Some of the designs tend to be just like wacky, and other times it's really nice. Oh, this is much larger than I thought. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is roughly 30% larger. Oh gosh. Wow. Yes. I love this. Oh man, I love that old school combat aesthetic with the guard there. That is really nice. So, most of you watching are probably familiar with past Ray Laconico designs. I would say that this is venturing off the beaten path for him, not in terms of the blade and handle well, a little bit in the handle profile. Ray Laconico likes to go pretty straightforward with his designs, right? I mean, we have pretty minimalist, classic handle profiles and blade profiles, but they work. They look good, and they work. This is a bit more aggressive and way larger than we typically see from Ray Laconico. So, number one, have to point this out. The little diamond texturing here with the parameter milling, I love this. I like this so much more than when the texture goes to the edge or like multi-texture or whatever. I think that this looks so much better. There's actually meaningful traction here, so I like that. Same thing with the pocket clip. Actually, the retention on the clip isn't bad at all. I was about to say, if that clip's tight, you're going to have to fight it. Nope, not at all. It's right on top of the texturing, but not bad at all. I keep wanting to flip it because my brain tells me there's a flipper tab here. There is not. I think he could have hidden, well, you can't really hide a flipper tab there because then you can't get after it, right? I was about to say it'd have to be hidden when it comes back around. The thumb stud works very, very well, though. Very well. A lot of cutting edge, a nice finish on this. I know that they have multiple options available as far as like, anodizing. Like there's a blue one and a bronze one and a black one like we normally see. Big, aggressive clip point blade. Almost like a folding Bowie knife. I know people always want it's pronounced Bowie or whatever. I'm just going to keep saying Bowie at this point, right? I mean, like, just deal with it. Like, your day is not going to be any different. But anyways, very minimal on the little things down here, and it's probably just because the blade is so big. It makes everything else look small. I don't love that they have to print that on there, but Kansept insists on it. Ray Laconico and Bison there. I'll let you guys take a look at the plunge grind so that you can determine whether or not that's good or bad for yourself. Are these, yeah, those appear to be T8 with a nice full titanium bag spacer. I really like that texturing on the clip. Access to the lock bar. Not cut lower here, but plenty of room. It's definitely a bigger knife. And you know what? There's that sharpening choil, it's just the choil area is so large. Disengagement of this is actually really smooth. Reverse flick, easy. Man, what a beast. A big knife, not necessarily like a massively heavy knife or massively oversized knife, right? Let's get some measurements here. Still wanting to flip it. This is 9 1/4. That's going to be my guess. So I saw pictures, which they never, I don't know if they do this on purpose, but there's never hands in the picture. So I assumed, oh, Ray Laconico, like cool. I like the combat profile, the little guard that's kind of built into the frame. Probably 8 inches max, right? Let's see. 9.5. This is a beast. 9.5 inches. Blade length is 4.25 with a 4-inch cutting edge. Lots of guys and gals who have preferences for knives that are over 9 inches long. I guarantee their ears just perked up. It's not very common, unless you're looking at Cold Steel's catalog, for production knives, premium knives, like in this territory. It is very uncommon. Midgard's Messer, okay. Max Ace, okay. Outside of that, though, the other 98% of stuff that's released is nowhere near 9.5 inches. It's very rare. So if your preference is bigger knives, especially ones with kind of more relaxed, it's a pretty aggressive knife, but it's also a pretty, straightforward. Like there's nothing ultra wacky going on with the blade shape or the handle profile. But if you're a fan of larger knives, or maybe your hands are truly huge. I don't have small hands. I wear an XL glove, okay? So if your hands are the same as mine, you're going to have a lot of room left over. But an XL glove doesn't mean that my hands are huge, okay? Those of you watching who have to wear 2XL, 3XL gloves, your hands are huge. My hand size is actually pretty common. So if your hands are actually huge, it may not be just a preference thing for you. It may be, I don't have a choice. I have to buy, if I'm going to buy a pocket knife and I want a full grip, I have to buy these bigger knives, right? So for you, it's like I said, less than 2% of the stuff that's released every year is actually made for your hand. So here you go. This is a nice option. S35 in titanium, yes, it is big, but I bet you they still market at 200 or less, which would be fair, I wish Kansept would use more S90V. Then again, S35VN does have a massive advantage in toughness. There is a substantial advantage in toughness. It's also a knife it's also a blade steel that's going to be substantially easier to touch up. And if this knife is used as intended, which is going to be, pretty hard, you're probably going to be touching it up fairly often. So S35VN might actually be the better choice. You can tell me. This is a super cool, the profile is awesome. A lot of times with really big stuff, it's kind of like the designer wanted to match the energy by doing something really wacky with it. So not only is it big, but it's like super goof town mode and is just ridiculous. This is big and, it's a combat looking knife, right? But it's also kind of classy. It's fancy aggro. Fancy aggro is a new category of pocket knife that I just made up. So feel free to just automatically categorize knives that way. Where in God's name is my scale? How does something like that dissipate? Stupid guy. There he is. Idiot. Sleeping on the job. Maybe I should just put it back in the same place every time. Okay, weight. Not as crazy as I thought. I thought it for sure would be over 7 ounces. 6.6 ounces for 4.25 inches of blade on a full titanium frame. It is milled out. Good. Okay. Bison. Presumably available. Links in the description. Today's video is not a review. You'll get the review after I've had a chance to actually carry and use it a few weeks down the road. Thanks again to Kansept for sending this in. There it is. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.